everybody, and welcome to Poland Daily Travel. This series of episodes will be a road trip. That's right, we're going to take you up the Wisła, the Vistula River, the Wisła as it's known in Poland, and we're going to go north in the direction of Toruń, which is about midway between Warsaw and Gdansk on the Vistula River. It's a beautiful day for it. You don't get better days than this. It's absolutely stunning. You've got a bright blue sky, as you can see, and we just stopped in this park on the outskirts of Warsaw just to let you soak in the environment and to introduce what we're going to be doing. So we're going to be stopping in a number of small places, small towns on the way to Toruń, and where we'll be doing a lot more, and particularly focused tour of Toruń coming up in the next series of episodes after this road trip. I think it's really important to show people what Poland is like. It's a beautiful country, especially if you get off the fine motorways that they have in Poland now, and you take the off the beaten track routes. And that's where we'll be going today. As I say, following the river route, and we're going to see some really some nice places and some beautiful countryside. So stay with us on Poland Daily Travel. It's easy for me to say, and we're going to have some fun. Okay, see you soon. Hello everybody, and welcome to Poland Daily. We're glad to see you. In this series of episodes, we will be traveling from Warsaw north in the direction of Toruń, the beautiful Gothic city. Call it serendipitous exploration, if you will. We've got our motor running and we're looking for adventure, as the song says. This is a loosely planned jaunt. We're going to see what we can see. Imagine you got into your car and just took off through the countryside. That's what we're doing. I don't know about you, but I love a road trip. And in the beautiful weather, Poland has a lot of great road trips to offer. The countryside is amazing, and you never know what secret treasures you might stumble upon. So come with us as we road trip northward up the Wisła from Warsaw to the beautiful city of Toruń. This is Poland Daily Travel. I'm Will. Thanks for watching. Welcome back, and you can see we are now by the Wisła River, and we're about, I would say, 50 kilometers, 30 miles or so, 35 miles from Warsaw to the west and slightly north as we head towards Toruń. This is a really, this town was very important, Czerwińsk, not Wisła, where we are, was very important in medieval times. It was a center of commerce and trade, and a very significant port between Warsaw and heading up the river towards Toruń, and then Gdansk, which is on the Baltic, also known over time as Danzig. Some of you will know. You can see that here the river has been very high. It's been flooding recently, and it's come up, you know, as you take a look, substantially in front of me and all along. So if you just look here, and you can see along the bank how high the river came up during the recent rainy season, which is very good. If you like strawberries, it's been very good for the strawberries to get a bit of water, and for the other fruits and vegetables, which we will probably sample along the way on our drive. At any rate, I've never been here before, and so I'm having the road trip with the team, with the crew, just as you are. I have never been here before, but it's a nice, quiet place, and I tell you, it's a lot of fun to drive along the Wisła through the countryside, especially on a beautiful late spring day. So we're going to continue and go and have a look, I think, at the little town square. There's a couple of nice buildings there, and there was a medieval monastery here as well. I don't know if we can still see that, but there was one. At any rate, it's worth having a look at the view right over my shoulder. I feel like I'd like to go and jump in that boat and row across the river. That'd be fun, and maybe fish a little bit. This is a little village called Czerwińsk nad Wisła. About 1,200 people live here. And despite its small size today, you might or might not be surprised to learn that in medieval times, when Toruń was flourishing and Warsaw was flourishing as trading centers, that this town was also significant. It was a home of a monastery, particularly, but as you can see, it was a good and friendly location along the Wisła for delivering goods that could then be sent downriver. And from here, of course, as you see the river behind me, to this direction, of course, it's flowing north towards Toruń and eventually Gdansk, also known as Danzig, and the Hanseatic times, on the Baltic Sea. So Warsaw's this way, Toruń and Gdansk are this way. And the town is here, the village, I should say, is just here behind me. It's a beautiful, pleasant day, very quiet. Just the wind blowing and a few birds. It's really nice. I've never been here myself. I've never been here before myself. So it's also a surprise for me. You're seeing what I'm seeing for the first time. And I can tell you it's very pleasant. I see a fishing boat way, way down on the river, but apart from that, it seems pretty quiet. Okay, as we walk here, we can see that this is the little town square, and I like the little villages like this. It's unexpected pleasure to see a quiet little place like this. It's been renovated to some extent, but still has some of the old buildings in there, fairly dilapidated and charming state. Here you can see is a replica of the bridge that used to go. It's a photo replica of the bridge that used to go across the Wisła. Of course, it's not there anymore. Yeah. Oh, here's somebody taking their boat. Somebody probably fishes on the river there, taking their boat, just behind me. Let's walk over here. And here we have the little town square. There's not much to it, but it's still kind of fetching. Look at this ancient house over here. It's got to be a couple of hundred years old, I would think, and the sort of Eastern style that you see that goes right over to Belarus and Ukraine. And here, Ratusz means town hall. That's the Polish word for town hall. So this would have been the site of the town hall, I suppose, once upon a time. And that's about it for Czerwińsk, just a nice little village. I can imagine that if you were living in Warsaw and you wanted to find a place not too far away, a quiet place to live, or at least to weekend, you might choose a little bungalow here or in the nearby countryside. Lots of people do that. At any rate, Poland Daily Travel, we're going to press on and go to further along the river and see what we can see. Towards Płock, I believe, is our next destination. Okay, so stick with us. More from Poland Daily Travel as we journey up the Wisła.